Hello?
Hey man, how you going?
Hey, Brett. Yeah, not bad, thanks. Not bad.
That's good,
Just
mate.
here, in the coffee shop.
Yeah, at work.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
at the
stuff, mate.
office.
That's
Um,
good stuff.
how's it going?
Yeah, really good, man. We've been getting some good results, and yeah, pretty positive about stuff. So eager to get into our coaching session.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm ready for it. So today we're going to talk about because you've obviously been implementing and seeing results with the other stuff that I've been teaching you. So
Yeah, man.
we're going to talk about some traffic methods, and it's going to basically be a method that I've used, and I used this when I first started. I am about like 8 years ago, 2008, and it still works up to this day. And the great thing about this is that not many people are implementing this method because it's like an overseen method. People, they either think it doesn't work, or they think it might take too much time, or they're probably just lazy. But this is one of the this is a great method for long-term consistent traffic.
Sounds good,
And
man.
yeah, I actually taught this at an event that I spoke at in 2010
Yep.
on stage in Thailand.
Yeah. Okay.
And I taught this method to, I think it was about 15 people. It was a private workshop, and they all got fantastic results from it. So
Cool.
I haven't actually talked about this to anyone apart from you since then. So
Yeah.
so,
Right.
so
I feel
hope you
privileged, man. Thanks.
hope
That's
you
awesome.
implement it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
So,
get going on it.
so basically, it's a free method of traffic which involves you distributing content around the internet
Yep.
so much that you create a massive spider web across the net, where basically you're pretty much everywhere that your target market is, and
Yep.
in turn, those people will go to your website or affiliate link. Okay,
Yep.
so what I'm going to do is I'll break it down all the way to like the first steps until
Yeah. I'll
the
take
final
some notes,
result.
mate.
So this is basically I like to call this. Well, there isn't actually an official name, but I call it a content blitz traffic, or content traffic blitz.
Yeah. Right.
We have to trademark that name or something.
Yeah.
I need to come up with a better name than that.
That's all
But
right.
basically,
Explains it.
yeah.
Yep.
So it basically involves you creating a bunch of content and then distributing it across every different type of medium there is across the net, such as um, text, video, and audio.
Yeah. Right.
So what we're going to do is so the first step would basically be, let's take your market. So let's just take the internet marketing niche, which I know you're in, and
Yeah.
you're in other niches too.
Yep.
But let's just take that just as an example. So
Yep.
let's say that first of all, you have your main site is obviously your opt-in page, which because you want to build the list, right?
Yep.
So we've got your opt-in page. So what we
Yep.
want to do is basically we're going to come up with 10 different topics that your market are going to be interested in.
Yep.
So internet marketing, we've got various different topics that people are going to be interested in.
Sure. There's
So
heaps.
yeah, so let's just break it down to one topic right now. So let's say we're talking about traffic. Let's say let's talk about the topic of creating your first opt-in page.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So this is obviously a topic that everyone's in your market is interested in.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we are going to create a piece of content about creating your first opt-in page.
Yep.
So the most basic way for you to do this is you could just write a simple article about this
Yep.
if you know how to do it.
Yep. Sure.
Now, if you didn't know how to, and the great thing about this method is that you don't need to know the content that you're going to distribute. You just need to come up with the topic. So let's say creating your first opt-in page.
Yep.
So then what we can do is we can write a 100 or 200 word article about
Yep.
this topic,
Yep.
or you can find someone to write about this topic for you.
Yeah. Sure.
Or
Yep.
The third method is you could find this information somewhere else and rewrite it or redo it.
Yeah.
You could find a video about how to create an opt-in page and then just write down the steps into an
Write it
article.
in your
okay?
own words. Yep.
Yeah.
I get you.
So now you've got your content there. You've written, let's say, a 250-word article on how to create your first opt-in page within 60 minutes, for example.
Yep.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this content
Yep.
and we're going to basically distribute it to 3 different mediums of three different mediums. So we're going to distribute it to article directories, which
Yep.
is one.
Yep.
The next one's going to be we're going to turn our article into a video,
Yep.
and I'm going to show you how to do that without having to make it yourself.
Okay.
And we're going to distribute this to all the video networks, and then we're going to turn it into audio and basically distribute it to all the podcast and audio networks out there. Okay,
Sounds like pretty good coverage, mate.
Yeah. So pretty much. So then someone searching for how to create an opt-in page.
Yep.
You're going to pop up somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you're basically everywhere, right? And this is just the first article that we're putting out.
Yep. Sure.
So let's break this step down. So we've written an article.
Yep.
So the first step is we want to distribute this article to all the article directories out there. So the most simplest way is you go over to Google and you type in top 10 article directories.
Yep.
And you're going to come up with sites like Easy Articles.
Yep.
I don't even remember the names of them, but we've got Easy Articles. Basically, there's a whole bunch of article directories.
Yeah,
Go to Google.
I've seen them. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
And people, these article directories are amazing. You can go there and find great information. And,
Sure.
and that's what, and people
I've
go
used
to
it
these
quite
sites.
a bit already for other things. So that's easy for me. Yep. Good.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
So people go to these sites to consume information, and if you check the traffic stats for, let's say, easyarticles.com,
yep,
it's they've got huge amounts of traffic coming to their site, so you can obviously tap into that traffic. So what you want to do, you want to start off by just posting your article to the top 10 article directories that you find.
Yep.
Now, on each article directory, there's at the bottom of each article, there's a resource box, which basically is a place that you can write about yourself and link to your website.
Yeah, right.
So everyone who reads your article, at the bottom it will say, for example, Brett Hitchcock is an internet marketer, this and that, to get, and then you promote your opt-in page, to get more free tips on whatever, on how to get traffic.
Yep.
Visit, and then you've got your website there. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Cool.
Now, there are actually, I think there's probably thousands of different article directories out there.
There'd be a lot,
there's a lot. So obviously you've got the top 10, and you've got the others. So what you can do, there are actually softwares out there. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but
that's cool.
I'll try and find the links later on.
Sure, mate.
Or if you just Google,
you can find it on Google, surely. Yeah,
you can find it Google, article submission software.
Yeah.
Or there's even services, article submission services.
People on Fiverr, maybe.
Yeah, even Fiverr, where people will manually go and post for you. And that's what you probably want to do. You don't want to waste time doing it yourself. This is grunt work that should be paid someone else to do.
Be pretty cheap.
It should definitely be pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So, you've got that. You've got your first article posted to, let's say, 1,000. Let's just keep it at 10, to 10 article directories, okay? So you've done that. So now the next thing to do is you want to turn your article into a video and distribute that to the video network. So how do we do that? So basically, you can get someone off Fiverr to basically record the audio of your article text, and then that same person or someone else can turn that text into video slides.
Yeah, sure.
Or there's actually you've actually got softwares that will actually turn text into videos as well.
I've got one of those actually, so I can do that.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So, what's the name of the one that you got, by the way? Because I can't remember.
I think it's called Easy VSL or something like that. I'll just check.
Oh, okay.
Just hang on. What is it? Easy VSL. It's really good.
Right.
It turns PowerPoints into audios. It's pretty good.
Okay, cool. And I think there's actually there's other softwares where you don't even have to do a PowerPoint. You just literally you paste in the text and it will create the PowerPoint
That's
for
what
you
that
as
one
well.
does.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
exactly.
It's
So
really cool.
you know, one of those softwares you could probably use, or you could pay someone to do it on Fiverr. And then once you've done that, you can record the audio yourself or get someone on Fiverr to do it. Once you've done
Yep.
that, let's say you've got your video with the text and audio. Now you've got a video.
Yep.
What you now want to do is you want to use a service like Traffic Geyser.
Yep.
You heard of Traffic Geyser?
Yeah, I have, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you want to use that Traffic Geyser, and what that does is it basically syndicates your video to all of the top video sites. I don't remember how many, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of it. All the different video sites. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've obviously got like YouTube and Vimeo and Google Video or whatever, all the top sites. But this will let's say it distributes them to another 10. Let's keep the numbers low. So now you've got your content on 10 articles and 10 videos. So that's 20. You're on 20 places now.
Yep.
So now the next thing is you just want to strip the audio from that video that you've already done.
Yep.
And turn it into an MP3 file.
Yep.
And then you want to do the same thing. There are podcast directories where you can basically submit it as a podcast.
Yeah, sure.
And there are softwares as well, or there are services, or you can get someone off Fiverr to do exactly the same thing that they've done on the articles or videos.
Cool, man.
So let's say you've got it on another another 10 podcast networks. So now you've got one piece of content on 30 different places, right? So that's just one.
Yeah.
So
sure.
So the original plan
I see
was
where
to
it's going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the original plan was to create 10 pieces of content. So let's say you've got that 10. So now that 30 turns into 300, right?
Yeah,
My maths, right? Yes,
yeah,
that's 300.
That's right. Yep.
So now, let's say it took you 1 week to do just. You remember, it's only 10 pieces of content, and at the same time, now getting these pieces of content together, you can actually hire people to write this content for you. Now there are services that write articles for you for $1 per article, or or $2 per article. You can find them people on the Warrior Forum that will write. So let's say $10. So let's say $2 an article. 10 articles will cost you $20, right?
Yep.
So if you really wanted to go at it, you could get you could do 50 pieces of content a week. That will cost you about $100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
And that 50, how much? Each of those pieces of content is going to go to, let's say, 30 directories, 30 places each. So 50 times 30 is. God, I don't even. Let me get a quick. Is that as 100? Oh yeah.
50 times 30 is 1500.
No, that's
1500.
50 times. Right, 1500.
Yeah.
Let me calculate that. Okay, you're probably better at math than I am. Yeah. So basically,
cool,
so in a week, for less than $100, you can get. Actually, it can be done for free if you don't want to pay anyone to do the articles.
You can do it yourself.
1,500 places. So let's someone go to Google, typing in how to create an opt-in page, or why your next topic, how to upload a YouTube video, or how to what else is there? There's so many. There's so many different things.
So many topics. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so many topics, and you can get. And if you don't know what topics to write about, you can find these topics on the article directories itself.
Yeah, right.
You can borrow.
Yeah, sure.
You just go to the directories and search for your whatever's in your niche, and then just start writing down on a notepad all the different articles. You could do. There's literally hundreds, and
yeah, sure.
And basically So let's look at the amount of traffic you could get, and this is what I was saying. I've used this to get over 3,000 visitors a day, just to my sites and stuff in one day. And but obviously it's not going to happen the first time you do it.
It'll
once
take
you
some time.
once you build up,
Yeah.
Within a few weeks you're going to start getting basically all of these content that you have out there. You're going to get trickles of traffic from each one. Let's say each one gets you 3 visitors, and you've got it on 1,500 places.
Sure.
That's like what is it? It's like 4,500.
Yeah.
That's it. So like 4,500 visitors in over after a week you could be getting potentially, right?
Yeah.
So just from the first week of doing what we just said, that's 4,500 visitors. Imagine after a month.
Yeah.
you're gonna be getting, easily get to thousands of visitors per day. And
Sure.
but it all starts with you breaking it down of doing, by coming up with the topic of the ideas,
Yep.
writing articles, and then distributing it. Once you get this into a system, and
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah. I
I
can
mean,
see it,
dude,
mate.
like,
Yep.
once you do that, you literally, and because obviously, in your whole business, you've got to have loads of different types of traffic
Yep.
strategies, right? So
Sure.
this is just one method
Yeah.
that you need to have out there, because this is one of the free methods. This is alongside the paid stuff that we've been talking about. This is
Yeah.
alongside all the other free methods. And once you have this, it's you're going to become like an authority with, your name's going to get out there. People are going to see you pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. Sure.
And I mean, that's just, we just talked about 1 week. Imagine in a month or 2 months.
Yeah.
This will get you literally thousands of visitors a day, free traffic.
Yeah.
And I've known like loads of, like, they used to call this, well, like article marketing. They used to call it bomb marketing. I don't know if you've heard of that
Yeah. I
phrase
have
back
heard.
in the day.
Yeah. I have heard that term. Yeah.
Because like the whole concept is that a bum could do it, like a homeless person.
Anyone can
do
do it,
this,
basically.
do this method. You can
Sure.
go into an internet cafe and build it up. And
Yep.
I know people who have used it, and that's just articles. That's not even putting it onto videos or podcast sites.
Yeah. Sure.
That alone, I know people who are doing a lot of money, like 6 figures a month, just from that.
Just doing that. Yeah. Right.
It's literally ridiculous.
I'll
So
have to put it in my arsenal, mate. Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's pretty.
So have you got do you have any questions? Do you want me to maybe break it down a bit more? Do you have any questions we could?
Yeah, I mean, just break it down into like 5 or 6 quick steps would be good. And,
Okay,
and, I mean, I've got it, but it'd help just to hear the quick breakdown.
Okay, so let's put it down to like 5 or 6 steps. So the first step is come up with 10 topics.
Yep.
That people in your niche are interested in.
Yep.
That's it. 10 topics. Now, how do you find topics? You can think of it yourselves. You can go to article directories like eZinearticles.com and just look at what different articles are about.
Yep.
And you can get so many ideas. There are so many categories, right?
Sure.
The next step after you've done that is you need to write an article for each topic.
Yep.
Okay? So how do you write? So how do you write article? You've got options. The first one is do it yourself if you're knowledgeable on the subject of whatever it is.
Sure.
The second one is you can find the information on other article directories or on YouTube or on Google.
And
if your article, exactly. If your article's about how to create an opt-in page, go and search for that, and then you'll find it and then rewrite it yourself. It literally takes a few minutes to do.
Sure.
The third option is you can find people who there are services out there that write articles for you. All you need to do is give them the subject. And I've done this before. I'm like, I want to, talk about 5 tips for increasing website traffic, and that person will write a 300-word article for you. It's for like $1.50. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Really cheap.
And so where do you find these people? Warrior Forum, Fiverr, or just simply on Google, right? Or different outsourcing sites like it's called.
Elance,
I think they've changed it to they've changed it to Upwork, haven't they? They've combined.
That's right. Yeah, I did hear about that.
So
there's heaps of those around now.
So you can do that. So that's that. So now you've got the content covered. The third step is to submit your article to all the article directories using either a software or a service or someone from Fiverr, from an outsourcing site, or you can do it yourself. Remember, when you distribute those articles, remember to include your resource box at the bottom. That's obviously where you're going to get the traffic.
That's the whole idea.
Some people, I mean, some people might forget, right?
It's like leaving a phone number off an ad, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you'll be surprised. A lot of people,
I know.
Like a lot of people, I mean, like, remember that the most important thing in direct response marketing is what we do is the call to action, which is at the end of everything you do, have a call to action that leads to somewhere else.
Yep, that's right.
So that's that. Then the next thing is your videos. The videos you wanna turn your content into videos. How you do that? Again, you can use a software. Find software on Google. Use Fiverr or one of the outsourcing sites. Yeah.
Yep, easy.
You could find, you can record the audio yourself, or you could find someone else to do the audio, and then you match the audio with the slides.
Yep.
Or you can start find someone to do the whole thing themselves. And then once you've done that, you've got the video. You use a service like Traffic Geyser, or there are so many different services now
Yeah,
that
I've seen
do,
some of them. Yeah.
yeah, content. Some of them do the whole, like, all three in one: articles, videos, and podcasts. Content. I think Traffic Geyser does.
Five is probably the best, I'd reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I think Traffic Geyser actually does it to podcasts as well, actually. So
yeah, right. Okay. So
so that's
might
pretty
save
cool.
a few bucks. Yep.
Yeah. So that's that. Then that was just step 3, and then the next step is to basically rinse and repeat the whole thing, and try and turn it into a system. So have it as a system where let's say you're just doing it bare minimum. Let's say every day you're just going to do one piece of content.
Yep, sure.
And then you have the whole process of going through each of the steps, and then you just do it every day. Like, look, I mean, remember, it's like you're building a business, so every day it grows slowly. So you're going to do one thing every day. So you monitor your progress. And here's one thing I forgot to mention is for the links that you use to in everything, you've obviously got one link. So you want to use a tracking link. Because you want to see the clicks that you're getting. Otherwise, you're not going to know.
Of course,
so use a tracking link from a service such like ClickMagic or Visual Website Optimizer, or you could just have Google Analytics on your opt-in page, and it will tell you where the traffic is coming from.
Yep, sure.
It's good to have all of that. Have analytics, have your tracking link in it. Because obviously, when you'll start to see every day, you'll see like trickles of traffic coming in, and eventually you'll get massive amounts of traffic. And I can't wait to see the traffic that you're going to get from this, which will be
pretty exciting.
Really cool. We could put together another. We could even create this as a case study or something, and sell it as a product.
I've been thinking that the whole time, actually. So
yeah.
It's good, mate.
So,
okay, well, I'll get started on that, mate, for sure. Listen, I've got a mate who might be interested in getting some coaching with you. I'm just wondering, have you got any spots happening at the moment?
Yeah, no, I mean, so actually, I just finished up one of my group 6-week coaching sessions I was doing.
Yep.
And everyone's pretty happy. Actually, you were part of the
that's right.
Previous coaching
absolutely.
group. So
it's great fun.
Yeah, from time to time, I do offer coaching where I do either 4 to 6 week coaching, and it includes like one-on-one sessions like this and stuff. I have different packages.
Sure.
What I'll do is, I'll give you one of the application forms, and you can send it to your friend.
Yeah, cool.
I'll give you an application form, and you can just get him to fill it out. And then what I'll do is I'll keep him, because I like to, everyone's coaching is usually different, so they have different needs. So once he fills out the form, I'll see his application. I'll give him a call, and then he could probably
pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Not hard at all.
And then and you're seeing results, right?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, no, I'm having a fantastic time, mate. I was telling him all about what I've been doing, and he's going, "Oh, maybe I should get some too," So it's been great, man. Absolutely, I've had a ball as well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun as well as making money,
Yeah, of course, yes. So you have to have fun. That's the best. That's the most important thing.
That's it, mate.
And
cool.
And obviously, getting coaching is definitely the fastest way to that your friend could see results. So.
Oh yeah, mate. I mean, I wasn't making money until I started coaching. That. So,
right. Yeah.
I'm
glad. Yeah.
And I think most people are like that.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Well,
very, very happy, man. Very happy.
Good. Glad to hear. So I'll send you over that application link, and you can get him to fill it out. And that's it, man. So okay. So I hope you learned.
That was fantastic, man. I'll get straight onto it. Absolutely, and I'll let you know how I'm going.
Okay, great stuff.
Cool,
all right, man. So we'll we'll have our next coaching session probably next week, right? And then,
I'll send you an email, or you can email me, whatever.
All right, good stuff.
Okay,
all right, man.
You'll have a good one, eh?
Yeah, you too, man.
Talk soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye now.